Sixer Nation, we are now 4-0 since James Harden has suited up. And yes, we have a big three. You never know who's going to go off. It might be Joel Embiid. It might be James Harden. And it can even be Tyrese Maxey.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, we not only going to talk about the 4-0 start to the Sixers, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey era, but we're also going to talk about how this team literally has a big three, and Tyrese Maxey is a star. He's not becoming a star. He's already a star. 4-game sample size, hasn't scored less than 20 since Harden became the point guard. And last night, I seen Doc Rivers mixing it up. Maxey on the ball, off the ball. He can do whatever you want him to do. But before we break it down, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. And ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop. Look at him. Joel Embiid, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 22 points. Tyrese Maxey led the way, so we're going to do him last. James Harden, 3 rebounds, 11 assists, and 25 points. Had foul trouble in the first half, but Maxey bailed us out. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 33 big ones, 5 threes. He went 5 of 6 from the three-point line, and he was doing it every way possible. Catch and shoot, off the screen, step back, you name it, he got it in his bag, and we're going to break down his game as well. But I want you to listen to what James Harden said about the first half, right? It's funny because Kristen and a couple people in the chat mentioned the zone coverage that was being played against the Sixers. We couldn't beat it. And James Harden said the same thing.
What did you tell Tyrese at halftime?
Tyrese did it on his own this time. Just that first half, man, I think we were a little sluggish for whatever reason. Maybe it might have been his own that they kind of threw at us that kind of slowed us up a little bit. They're a very long team.
Credit the Cleveland Cavaliers for having that length, athleticism, and defensive prowl to slow down the Sixers in the first half and make us think outside the box, right? Harden was brought here to beat the zone because we know the zone kills the Sixers, and he did that in the second half. Not just James Harden, but Tyrese Maxey turned it on. But did you hear what the question was asked first? Did you hear what question was asked first? What did you tell Tyrese Maxey at halftime? James Harden said, I didn't tell him nothing. This is who he is. This is who he's becoming. Tyrese Maxey is a star. And maybe 1 year later, 2 years later, we will be able to put the word super in front of the word star. Right now, he's a star. The third piece of a big three. Last night, he was the MVP. And that's what's good about having a big three. One day it's Harden. Next day it's Embiid. Next day it's Tyrese Maxey. Shout out to Tobias Harris for dropping 15. But we're going to go over the highlights as well. Maxey deserves it. He's come a long way in 1 year. The 21st overall pick. What were 20 other teams thinking? Sooner or later, he's going to be 1, 2, or 3 out of that draft class. But let's look at what Maxey was able to do in this game, and let's talk about it. First, catch and shoot. Buckets. Again, he was 5 of 5 at one time, missed his last one. He finished 5 of 6 from the three-point line, but he came into the league as a 29% three-point shooter, and he got it all now. Right there, you just saw the catch and shoot. Let's do it one more time. You saw the catch and shoot. Boom. Wide open. Too easy. Buckets for Maxey. The next one, you're going to see him drive baseline over the bigger defender. Pump fake, drive baseline, too easy. That floater from the middle or baseline is deadly. Maxey got a bag of tricks. Now, we're going to see Maxey just go around the Embiid screen and take it to the basket over the bigger defender. Reverse layup over Evan Mobley. Again, he is a problem because as soon as you slug off, he knocks down the three. But the scouting report last year told you can do that to Maxey. He got the floater, the mid-range, and the layup. That's what working on your craft does for your game. It does it. Ben Simmons don't know how to work on it, but Maxey does. Here we go. Next one. He's going to go off the Harden screen, fake the Harden screen, drive, and one. The ability to finish at the rim is at an all-time high for Tyrese Maxey. He's very, very versatile, and he is fast. That first step is legit. He's probably one of the fastest players in the NBA off the first step. I love it. That is the Tony Parker type layup, the long finger roll, absorb the contact. And right when you think all he can do is get buckets, in transition, he's going to throw the lob to Embiid. Great recognition. You want to see that from Maxey as he grooms for the future stardom that is coming to him. He has to learn from Harden. It's not all about scoring. You got to assist the ball too, but he's going to find ways to do both. And just when you think, okay, he's taking it to the basket over bigger defenders, he's catching and shooting, but how much more can he do from distance, right? Catch and shoot wide open is one thing, but his three-point shot is becoming deadly no matter what he does, right? He's going to go off the screen, pull up. Little bit of space, I'll make you pay. Nobody used to go under the screen. I mean, everybody goes under the screens against the Sixers back in the day. Now, if you do it, Harden and Maxey will make you pay. He went under the screen, and Maxey made him pay. And then right when you think, okay, let me wait for the screen, I guarantee you right now, Cedi Osman is, got his eyes to the side like, is a screen coming? No. Maxey going to do the step back. He don't need a screen. Bang. Like I said, 3-point game has been different for Maxey this year. And I think the stat was he was shooting 64% from the three-point line since James Harden has came. 40 for the season, which is great. 64% in the last 3 games since Harden's been here, which is unsustainable, but terrific. And now if you put this 5 of 6 3-point shooting game, which is the 4th game since Harden's been here, I don't know how to do the math, but 64% had to go up to at least 70%, 68%. And again, that's not sustainable because he'd be the greatest 3-point shooter alive if he can sustain that. But the fact of the matter is, catch and shoot, check. Off the screen, check. Step back, thank you, Harden, check. Tyrese Maxey was the main reason why we came back. Harden definitely contributed. So did Joel Embiid. The team as a whole was sluggish on offense and defense. If you heard me in the play-by-play, shout out to everybody who came through the play-by-play, I said there was too much passing. I understand that this group gets along and there's a bunch of people who are not selfish, but you got to be selfish sometimes. Not selfish in the way of forget you guys, but I want to make you guys better. We were too passive. I'm talking about Harden, Embiid, Harris, Maxey, and that changed in the second quarter. Once again, shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a nice, young, up-and-coming team, but the Sixers are not up-and-coming. The Sixers are here, and we got to put our foot down on everybody that suits up against us. We got the Miami Heat tonight. I will be live for that. Make sure you come through because y'all killing it with the play-by-plays, and y'all the real MVPs. I'm going to give it to y'all one time. With that being said, I go by Philly Mike. This is the Philly Talk Podcast. Hit that like button for your boys. Subscribe if you are new. And ding that bell so you know when the videos, the live streams, the play-by-play are here. Shout out to Notification Gang. Appreciate y'all. Let me know your thoughts. Is Maxey a star? Is Maxey becoming a star? Is he a superstar? Let me know your thoughts on the big three. Tyrese Maxey, the 4-0 start. Can we get the 5-0 against the Miami Heat, who's a good team? But I'm glad, real quick before I get out of here, I'm glad the Cavs threw that zone at us because Eric Spoelstra and that Heat defense will throw the zone. So we got warmed up for it. Back-to-back, 5-0 on the line. Let me know in the chat all your thoughts, because Sixer Nation, y'all know y'all basketball. And that's why I love rocking with you. We out.